Hello, welcome to day 2 of Sima's Winter Boot Camp, sponsored by Boss Snowplow. My name's Amanda Press, and I am with membership team here at Sima. Today is all about equipment readiness. I'm joined today by Katie Roell from Boss to talk about how to use technology to keep your fleet and team running full speed ahead. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat box on the bottom right of the Boot Camp Live webpage or in YouTube. Welcome, Katie. We're looking forward to hearing how we can use tech to our advantage this season. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Amanda. I really appreciate being here. Yes, my name is Katie Roell. I am an employee of Boss Snowplow, and I am really excited to talk to you today about how you can leverage technology for your snow and ice business. Today, I have insights from Boss Snowplow and what we're doing on the product side, but also a tool, Horizon 360, that is a business management tool that can help you run your operations much smoother and really optimize and increase your efficiency for your snow and ice business. Today, we're going to talk about different aspects of technology. There's obviously the product, which Boss is a leader in our snow and ice equipment, but then we also have telematics devices and then software. And so we're going to put all of this together and show you how we can improve your snow and ice operations. So things we're going to cover today: the importance of technology, Boss's advancements in technology, telematics devices explained. If you haven't heard about telematics devices, how those devices could help you in your operations. And then I'm going to do an overview of Horizon 360 and give you an overview of the benefits that exist today and some functionality that you might want to take advantage of. And then we'll do a summary of those benefits, and then I'll open it up for Q&A and a conclusion. So as we get started here today, we know that snow and ice contractors face many challenges in the middle of a storm, whether it's unpredictable weather, coordinating crews and people, communicating with them, making sure that all the equipment is ready to go. We also know that there are challenges with your customers and what's happening at their accounts, whether in the parking lot, are there a bunch of cars in the way? Has the situation changed from when you deployed your employee out, or whether you're out servicing the lot yourself? So there's a lot of complex logistics that go into snow and ice. And as you know, it's so timely. When that storm hits, you need to be ready to go and you need to be ready to service those accounts. What we want to look at is, how can technology support you? How can we handle some of those complex logistics to make your operations run smoother? So with that, Boss has been focused on how can we optimize our equipment to support contractors, whether it's the Snowrator Mag that can support your labor issues as you're working through sidewalk challenges, or our snowplows to make sure we're increasing efficiency and getting the job done the first time, or with the launch of our VBX Plus with material management. We know that material management is one of the a contractor's pain points for sure in their operations. So whether an employee or yourself, you dispense too much material, that can be costly to your business, or whether you don't dispense enough material and you're being called back by your customer because there was an incident in the parking lot. All of those really contribute to why Boss focused on the VBX Plus and that material management piece. So I'm going to play a video here, and you can see the VBX Plus, our features and benefits, and hear firsthand from the lead engineer who designed this product.
Hi, my name is Matt Schluter. I'm the lead engineer for the VBX Plus at Boss Snowplow. Today, we'll be taking a look at the new generation of spreader technology. In the snow and ice industry, tracking material usage and knowing the material you're using is critical. This is essential for contractors to accurately record jobs, ensure customer billing, and plan material supply usage. That's why Boss is committed to designing, refining, and building the highest quality products to help you restore order in the most adverse winter conditions. To maintain our future-ready position and establish Boss as the leader in technology, we answered contractors' calls by developing the VBX Plus, a foundational move into smart connected products for Boss Snowplow. These replace the existing VBX line, offering customers the ability to enhance their fleet with rate control and job tracking capabilities, setting a new standard in solid de-icing. This year, it will come standard with smart features such as rate control, easy to adjust calibrations, and material tracking for up to 10 job sites. It's also compatible with the Boss diagnostic tool and future smart connected solutions. We've upgraded the power connection with an all-new single plug connector that combines power, ground, and control wires, simplifying seasonal installation and plug-and-play functionality. The VBX Plus includes upgraded features from the current VBX line. Those include lighting with a new brake light, work light, and strobe lights with selectable patterns, an easy access hatch for maintenance, more powerful motors for more consistent spreading, selectable vibrator control modes, and the option to turn on a soft start for the feeder and spinner motor. The VBX Plus has several features aimed at reducing and simplifying maintenance, including a poly auger bearing that eliminates the need to grease it, a redesigned tensioning system for the pintle chain to extend chain length, redesigned strike plates to eliminate material leakage, and easy accessible grease zerks that can be found on the outside of the spreader. We've optimized the spinner chute and disc design to more efficiently guide material to the disc for a more consistent spreading pattern. Lastly, we've introduced a new controller that has a familiar feel while incorporating the new smart features of the VBX Plus. Whatever the demand, Boss has the solution you need to restore order. To learn more about the VBX Plus, visit bossplow.com.
I wanted to show that video because it really shows the VBX Plus control system and how we are tracking material on that controller. So Matt highlighted in the video, the VBX Plus has the ability to track how much material is being dispensed at a job. So on that controller, you can adjust to go to job 1, job 2, job 3, and the material that's being dispensed on that job is going to be totalized in that job. So then from there, you can take that information, use it for billing purposes, use it for proof of service, whatever you might need to serve the customer in the most efficient way possible. But that spreader is taking the guesswork out of it for your operators. So whether you or another operator is dispensing material, now there's no guessing how much material you actually put down on that job site. It's being tracked right on that controller. So we're moving from product to now telematics devices. And this is another component of technology of how technology can support you in your business operations, especially as you get ready for the season. So the VBX Plus helps you manage your material, think about how you're going into the season, making sure that you understand what your accounts need, what their expectations are. And then with telematics devices, what we can do is a telematics device is a tracking device. That's an easy way to think about it. There are lots of products out on the market that you can purchase for tracking ability. We do offer a tracking device, a telematics device through Horizon 360 with Boss Snowplow. And so what you can do is that telematics device gets plugged into the OBD2 port of the vehicle, and you can track performance and location of your equipment. So there are telematics devices that can be attached to mowers. There are telematics devices that can be attached to vehicles. But what it's doing is really tracking location. And so I'm going to show you in Horizon 360 how you can really optimize your crews, optimize your routes, optimize where you're servicing given the snowstorm conditions in Horizon 360 utilizing telematics devices. The other thing that telematics devices allows you to do is look at your data utilization. So you can track how much fuel is being consumed, the engine hours on a piece of machine, looking at diagnostics or driver behavior. So all of that is just another component of how the telematics devices can support you and support your operations. If you can understand this product, this piece of equipment isn't ready to go, it's low fuel, or this product is down for maintenance, that only helps you when the storm hits to be ready and to plan for that ahead of time. What we offer is a telematics device that can also be integrated with Horizon 360. So in Horizon 360 today, you can buy a telematics device that you can plug into vehicles, and you can track where the vehicles are. Like I said, their mileage usage, fuel consumption, and then all of that can be attached to jobs. So if you have a vehicle that you want to assign to a job site and they're a part of a blue crew or however you want to make that designation, all of that is through the use of a telematics device. And so I'm going to show you real-time tracking in Horizon 360 and how all of this technology really comes together to make your business ready for the winter season. So I mentioned Horizon 360, but what is Horizon 360 if you're not familiar? Horizon 360 is a business management software, and it really can be key to a successful winter operations. It has a very friendly user interface, has very powerful operating tools, whether you're looking to track, like I talked about with the telematics devices, or you're looking for a CRM to be able to manage your customers and communicate with your customers through the platform. It also has an app functionality. So if you have crew members out in the field, they can have the app on their phone and you can communicate and change routes or manage where they're headed next based on storm conditions or based on what customers are asking for or needing. You can also track equipment, again, through the use of that telematics device, like I mentioned. And then it also is integrated with QuickBooks. So you can manage your invoices, making sure that you're being paid on time, try to reduce some of the hassle that you are faced with while you're out in the middle of a storm. You don't want to be bogged down by any additional paperwork or headaches. You need to be able to focus on getting the next job done and really get the most out of, make sure you're serving your contracts in the most efficient way possible throughout the storm. And then the other thing you can do is manage your employees. So like I said, is you can adjust their routes, make sure that they are servicing the customer with to meet all of their needs, whether it's snow removal or sidewalks or also material being dispensed to de-ice parking lots. Like you can make sure that all of that is being done. And then it has a great estimating tool to help you when you are out on the job and someone walks across the street and says, hey, can you help me with my lot as well? This is a quick way for you to be able to use the estimation tool to take on more business, potentially while you're out in the storm. Or if you're planning ahead of time right now and you're getting ready for that winter season, how are you quoting and making sure that you are taking into account all of the complexities of that lot? And then there's also a reporting tool. So you can look up different reports to make sure that a particular customer is profitable based on how much material you're spreading or how many times you had to service that account, and really help you make some really strong decisions for your business. Again, we want to support you not only with equipment, but how are we helping you make better decisions for your business overall? And so really Horizon 360 is that 360 view of your business to help you make the most of the winter season. And so now I'm going to give you a demo of Horizon 360. So bear with me a second here. All right, I want to make sure you can see my screen. So this is a view of Horizon 360. This is the calendar view. And what I really appreciate about Horizon 360 is that you can use this whether you are in the landscape contracting business during the green side, or whether you're transitioning into snow and ice and getting ready for the winter season. So they've really tried to make sure that the features of Horizon 360 work for both green and snow, and their enhancements that are coming soon as well. So one of the ways that they've done this, if you're looking at my scheduling screen here, is that you can add a job. And when you go to add a job, if your customers are loaded, you can certainly select a customer, choose their location. You can set whether this is a regular job. So on the green side, you have more regular jobs that you're doing this mowing every Thursday at 8 a.m. Or for snow and ice, it can be an on-demand job. So then what happens if you create an on-demand job is those jobs in the scheduling view show up over here. And so if you have unscheduled on-demand jobs, when that snowstorm hits, because we never know when Old Man Winter is going to strike, you can take those jobs and then drop them in wherever you want. So if we know that a snowstorm is coming on Thursday for Halloween to spoil all of our trick-or-treating adventures, you can start to drop those jobs in and then save them for wherever you'd like, and then create your routes from there. But with snow, we don't know when it's going to strike. And so it's different than on the green side. And so these on-demand features really allow you to set the jobs up because you know what accounts you are going to need to service. And then you can drop them in whenever in your schedule when you know that that snowstorm is going to hit. What I'd like to do is go through, I'm going to show you a quick view of the estimation tool as well. So in estimations, you can add an estimate, you can create an estimate. Within there, then you can show whether some are still pending if that customer hasn't made a decision yet, which ones are approved, or which ones they decline service. And so this allows you to keep track of how you are growing and gaining new business. The other tool that we have here is just being able to send emails and to contact your accounts. So whether you want to set something up automatically, so after a service has been completed, you have a generic, here's an email that gets sent to tell them that their lot has been serviced, and you don't have to think about that. That's something that you can set up in the automation tool. You could generate a job reschedule. I'm sorry, we had to reschedule, or something went wrong, you finished. A reminder that a service is being scheduled and that you'll be there to complete the work. And then if we move into, so what I talked about is the telematics devices. And as you can see, there are additional features here, but I'm really going to focus on some of the highlights to optimize your business with technology. And so we talked about tracking. And so with the use of the telematics device, as you, I'm going to bring out my screen here. What I want to show you here is if you have telematics devices that are attached to equipment and you want to know where your crews are, or you want to change where your crew is, you really have a real-time view. And whether you are in Florida on vacation, hopefully you get to take a little break throughout the season, or if not, and you are picking up another piece of equipment, you can see all of, you can see it from anywhere. So what I'm showing you here is, this is today. I have a telematics device on my own vehicle. And so you can see here all of the tracking where I went as of this morning, and then where I ended up. And so I am coded in blue because I am an employee of the blue crew. If I had additional crew members who are in a yellow crew, I would see the color yellow and their vehicles on the screen as well. But this shows me where I've been, where I traveled to, and then ultimately where I ended up here in the Boss parking lot. What I really appreciate about telematics devices is not only do you know where people are located, but you can also get a view of the equipment. So what I'm going to show you here is, this is my vehicle. I have a Kia Sorento. It'll show you my current mileage, purchase date. You can start to track all aspects of your equipment, and you could even run reports on fuel consumption. And it's just a way for you to maintain your equipment, maintain your vehicles, but then also make a good use of good decisions in the middle of the storm. And so, like I said, I was showing you a view in Iron Mountain, Michigan, but if I have a telematics device and I have another crew that's located somewhere else, this is a piece of equipment that's sitting in Minneapolis. And so I can see there was a heartbeat that was taken on this vehicle to know exactly where it is. And I can tell you what's happening there. If I had a job scheduled in this tracking screen, you would also see, you can create a geofence around that job, and you can see that that vehicle is on site working, or it's off site and it's in transport. So all of those statuses can help you in your winter operations for sure. And I'm happy to take questions about this at the end as well, or Amanda, if there are any questions that are coming in. But I just wanted to do an overview of this. And then if there are questions, you could also request a demo afterwards, or I'd be happy to talk with you outside of this presentation as well. So jumping back into our presentation here, I want to go over the benefits of Horizon 360 again. So really trying to give you a comprehensive overview of your operations so that you can make better decisions in real time, especially during big snowstorms. It's really trying to increase your efficiency with streamlined workflows, whether it's automating routine tasks or automating communication with your customers, things that you don't want to be thinking of when you are just trying to service that next lot. And then improve collaboration. So not only does it allow you to communicate with your customers, but it also allows you to communicate with your employees. Like I mentioned, there is an app view, and so you can, as you're scheduling jobs, you can communicate with your crew, whether you're communicating with blue crew, yellow crew. You can do that all through the platform as well. And then it's also scalable. So as your business grows, this platform can support you as you become more robust, whether you're bringing on new team members, you're bringing on new business. It really helps you make sure that you aren't compromising your performance or quality of the work that you're performing. And so now I want to open it up, Amanda, if there are any questions. But really what I wanted to make sure that we were covering today as you headed into the winter season, how equipment and technology and software can really help you and look at how it can support leveraging technology to support your business.
Thank
Amanda,
you, Katie. One question with that tracking, the reports that are able to pull, how can you export those to be able to share with your team? And
yes, so you can export the reports in Horizon 360, and you can get them either you can get an Excel download of the equipment and the tracking from the for the equipment, whether it's fuel consumption or mileage or any of that. But then there are also reports that exist on your open invoices or what's your revenue coming in. And so all that can be added as you're setting up the details in the job. And I know we didn't spend a lot of time on the job details section, but really that's where you're adding your services, whether you're doing snow removal, you're doing material management. And so something that we showed at Equip Expo this past October, just a few weeks ago, is that you can see that Boss Equipment, we are tracking material on controller, but there really is opportunity into the future of how we are developing our smart connected products plan, that material will also be tracked then on jobs and software. And so now we're moving beyond just the equipment being isolated, and whether you're tracking in a notebook or keeping track of that on the controller, now it's going to be able to be transmitted into the job details and populate for you. And so that's all future state. But something we were talking about and showing at Equip Expo that I think is really worth it for contractors to be thinking about. Material can be so costly, and so you need to be able to manage that efficiently, but also protect yourself from slip and fall, where with this tracking device, you can say, I was here at this time and I have proof and it shows, and this is the material that I dispensed on that job. And that's so crucial for snow and ice contractors.
for sure, helping to reduce liability. If anybody has any additional questions, please drop them in the chat box. Can you, with those reports, can you save those customized reports? Like once you've designed, the customized report you want, save it and just rerun that report periodically or in the future?
Yes, so you can set up what settings you like or filters you'd like, and you can also go back dates. So if like, hey, this issue didn't come up and someone's calling me and it was something that happened 2 months ago, you can go back to that exact date and it will show you the report that happened at that time. So again, you're not keeping track of all this paperwork, and you can rely on going back to that date picker to identify the exact date and time, whether that issue came up, like I said, 2 months down the road or vice versa.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Katie. That was fantastic. Thank you for your time and for sharing your knowledge today. Great insights on tech. For every live event or you attend, you'll have a chance to win prizes from CIMA. Scan the QR code on the screen or visit www.cima.org/game. Again, scan that code that you see right there, get your prizes, or visit the cima.org/game. And you're going to enter this code 20TECH24. Again, that is 20TECH24, 20TECH24 to earn 50 points. All week, you'll want to visit cima.org/bootcamp live for access to live events, video recordings, and more. This is where you'll also find the on-demand resources. Check out today's video on conducting mock events. We'll hope you'll come back at noon Eastern today to talk about final equipment preparations for winter with bosses Adam Hansen and Rob Edwards. Thank you again, Katie, for joining us, and we'll see you guys all soon. Thank you for your time.
Great. Thank you, Amanda.